guys, welcome back. It's BMX Magazine night. We're going to do BMX Action tonight. This is going to be February 1987. I'm really digging the cover of this magazine. It looks like we got Mad Dog on the cover on this one. This one looks really cool. There's the USBA Grands in this one, and I don't think I've seen much USBA stuff in any of the magazine reviews I've done, so this is going to be pretty cool. They're going to do the Mongoose California one, a test in this one. They're going to test the one of the GTs. There's a local thrashing section in here that's really cool. There's a lot of boss riders in there. So let's get into this one. I'm really excited. This is again going to be February 1987, and I'll see you guys in there. All right, let's get into it. So on the cover, again, it looks like Mad Dog's on the cover, and he is on the Mongoose California. And I really like this bike for a couple of reasons. The componentry on the bike is amazing. And a look at the black Pro Class wheels on the bike. Those look just so awesome. The whole bike is in black with the chrome components and with that Haro one looks like a tech flow panel on there. It looks really cool. I love the dyno colors he's wearing along with that bell helmet. That's just a really cool shot. And I see how we put the BMX Action along front of the Oakley mask. That's just a really cool little detail. So this is just a great shot for a whole lot of reasons. Just not that it's just rad, just the time and effort he put into that look is really cool. Inside there, we're going to do a gnarly double test with the GT Pro Series in the Mongoose California. We got Flatland, whatever this is, guys. Sculpin? No idea how to pull off the transmission. Heavy dicing in Dallas for the USBA Grand Nationals. And of course, we got a words contest winners inside. Are you one of them? All right, let's crack it open and see what's going on. So this is 87. This is a cool year. Oh, check it out. Now, I mentioned this in the last magazine review that Haro seems to dominate the inside cover of BMX Action because I keep noticing it over and over again. And here we are with the Haro Group 1, and this is the first generation Haro Group 1. This is the one that I personally own. Of course, I had a blue and black one, not the red and black one. We've got Danny Milwee, Mike King, and Pete Lonkarovich. So they had some heavy hitters for Haro. That was an excellent move putting these guys on the team. On the inside cover here, we got a free agent rider on this cover. I'm sorry, on this page, and I'm assuming that's Slavic. I'm going to find out in a second. We got Dear Gork. We got the word contest. We got Dirt. Testing the 87 Mongoose California. Local thrashing and Thorland for Boss Country. Racing at the USBA Grands. They got the freestyle how-to, the testing for the GT Pro Series, hot prods, and then of course outtakes. So this is going to be a great magazine. Let's crack into it. Oh, right away, one of my favorite ads. So we've got the Mongoose California ad, and it's ironic because this is the magazine they're going to be. This is the bicycle that they're going to be testing in this magazine. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make some adjustments here. There we go. This is the bike they're testing in the magazine, and I love the black Lamborghini, and we got Ariano here. And we've got Eric Roop, Travis Shiprez, and they look like a couple of Miami Vice guys. So I really like this one. That's a really cool one. We got this sort of POTS mod ad here. This is for S&R, and it's a Spin Tech. So it's basically a POTS mod variation. I'm going to move this, guys. Hold on one second. That's a lot better. I had to move that candle holder thing here, and I couldn't get the magazine in the right position. All right, here we go. Let's keep on going. So again, that's a great ad. Another it looks like a scooter ad. I love the color on the Haro pants here against the pink Converse. That looks really cool. And like I mentioned before, I wasn't much of a scooter guy, but they were really popular. And you got your typical t-shirts from the 80s here. These look really cool. And let's keep on trucking here. I remember this. That's Mike King's number plate, and it says Lulu on it with the little cutout woman on there. That's really cool. Let's read one of these. I actually remember seeing this, so that's odd, and I haven't seen this magazine in years. Let's read one of the Dear Gorks, though. Give this man an apple. Let's start with this one. Not all teachers are nerds. At my school, we have the most okay, let me try this. never mind. Rad Santa, ultra gnarly teacher in the USA. Let me tell you about him. He's not your normal plaid pants and tie squid. He's the kind of guy who students dig. In jams in vans, he jams in vans. I guess that's what he's trying to say. He scopes the halls. This BMX fanatic has got it all. On Friday, when the last bell rings, this weekend warrior with his bike in hand turns into the one and only Moto Man. The fun has begun once you enter his class. Math tests are races, so you don't want to be last. You get trophies for places for first, second, and third. I'm telling you, this teacher is absurd. And you'd be blessed to know that when we answer material that deals with fractions, we answer bonus questions on BMX Action. So it's really cool. I never realized that this was kind of a poem. And I know I've read this before, and it was Fanatically Yours. Lisa Stonewall Jackson from Massillon, Ohio wrote that. So let's see what Gork says about that. He says, "This sounds too good to be true, a major breakthrough in our educational system. Give me more details, Stonewall, like what school does this Motor Man teach at? What grade does he teach? What class does he race? Do other students dig on his teaching methods as much as you do? Does this mean BMXA is officially a standard issue textbook?" Geez, this could change the whole concept of teaching. Either that or your school is going to get a major boost in enrollment. Gork. Wow, that's really cool. And you can see the teacher's got on the podium, he's got this giant BMX Action sticker on there. That is really cool, and I absolutely remember reading that. Okay, let's look at this one, because this is Mike King's plate, and I want to see what it says about this one. I don't remember this. It says, "The Legend of Lulu." Dear Gork, in the November issue, you mentioned that Ronnie was doing it for Tyler, his son, right? And Mikey King was winning them for Lulu. Who's Lulu? Remember, BMX loves you. Cindy, a serious Mikey King fan, guess win out of Panaquac, Connecticut. And it says here, "Cindy, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Mikey is taken. Yep, he's been swooped up by the legendary luscious Lulu. Why legendary? No one has ever seen her. She never comes to the races, but after heavy investigation, we think she looks like this." That's really cool. All right, let's keep on moving, guys. This ad right here, now I've seen this one before, and this is one of the most iconic ads I think that GT did with Tommy Bracken's GT We Race. It's just a simple ad, and what I've said before about this particular ad is that could be anybody USA. You know, you're at a race, it looks like he's in some sort of Ford Bronco, sitting on the tailgate, got his bike there, drinking his Gatorade, just looking at the track. This could be any of us, and I think that's why this ad had such a powerful message, because that could be just anybody on GT. So that was really cool. I love that ad. We got the skateboard ad here, of course, California Cheapskates, Privateer, and then the Odyssey ad right here with a treasure chest full of Odyssey parts. That's pretty cool. All right, let's keep on moving. All right, the Wild Words and their winners. I have no idea what this was about because I have no memory of it, but first place in the words contest was Skipper. And a skipper is an elderly person driving a boat who chronically takes up 3/4 of the highway. Okay, what they mean by boat is I'm assuming a big car. This one is Decapitated. That was the second place winner. When you leave your bike for a minute, come back and your valve caps are gone. That's pretty cool. Third place was Decoy, someone who pretending to be something that they're not. Example, dudes who carry surfboards never go into the water. That's a decoy. Well, I used to wear surfer t-shirts and I could barely swim, so I guess that makes me a decoy. And then we have Trampoline, which is fourth place. It means a girl that bounces from one guy to another. So first place was Ken Monner out of Tacoma, Washington. Second place was Kip Rodler out of, looks like Chillicothe, Illinois. And then Bill Brister got third out of San Rafael, California, which is cool. That's in the Bay Area. And then fourth place was Chris Gregory out of St. Charles, Missouri. So that's really cool. All right, let's move on. Let's keep on moving. Oh, there's more honorable mentions in here, but we're not going to go through all those. We got the Power Munch ad and the GT Pro Series cranks inside a cheeseburger. This looks really cool. These cranks right here are still really, really popular, and they're very, very expensive if you can get your hands on an original set of the cranks. Personally, for me, I thought they were cool, but I don't think they looked as clean as say like a profile crank, a hutch crank, or redline. But it is a very, very nice set of cranks, needless to say. All right, let's keep on going. Uh-oh, we got something for Sean Texas here. It says, bad boys don't wear goggles. What is that all about? Sean Texas is off CW. Was he dissatisfied with their products? Oh my gosh, I don't remember this one. Let's check it out. Let's see what happened. Big news, Sean Texas is off CW. Heavy bumming. Here's what we heard. Sean got a letter from CW telling him he was off the team for two reasons. He didn't wear his goggles, and two, he was dissatisfied with their products. Well, let me comment on this for a second. Myself, I don't mind wearing goggles. And as I mentioned in previous magazine reviews, I wear goggles for two reasons. One, they look super cool, but two, because I wear contacts, if I get dust in my eyes, it's a wrap. So wearing contacts or wearing goggles is kind of a necessity for me. But let's see what Sean says. Sean says, I didn't wear my goggles in Oregon because I didn't have any. I wore them on a tour after Ron Warsham said something about it. Man, I did everything he told me to do. And what about being unhappy with CW? I was never dissatisfied with their products. I told Raj that I'd like a frame that was a little bit steeper head tube, and he said fine, everything was cool. I wanted them to make my own frame with my signature on it because they could sell a bunch of them, and I'd get my name on something. But Raj says he doesn't want to put anybody's name on the products after what happened with Pete. I said fine. Next thing I know, I got this letter in the mail telling me I was off the team. All that means now are those familiar questions: where will Texas go now, and who will CW pick up? I think Sean Texas went to White Bear shortly after that. I don't know. I remember him wearing some gear products, and then I know that eventually he went on to White Bear. So that was pretty cool. All right, let's keep on going here. Oh, this is a pretty big ad here for Action BMX Cycle. Oh, wow, there's like a bug in here, guys. What the hell? Sorry, buddy. I killed you on YouTube. Sorry about that. All right, so what do we got here? Now, all the freestyle components are on this side. It looks like there's some race components over here. But you can see freestyle was really dominating the era at that time. So it's okay, though. It is what it is. Let's keep on going. Oh, wow, we got some dirt here. So let's look at a couple things in dirt. Let's see. The rumor was circulating a while back about Jameson Hendler quit Schwinn to ride for 09. Schwinn didn't know a thing. 09 was unavailable for comment, and Jameson had a hard guy. Is a hard guy to get hold of. Finally, after 2 weeks, 20 calls, 14 messages, and one big phone bill, it was confirmed. Jameson's 09ified, so he went to 09. Let's see. Schwinn has it figured out. They will have no race team in 87. Zilch. This means Longman Cunningham will be looking for a ride also. Oh, wow. More and more clues about giving up as to who Haro may pick up for their fourth rider. The most obvious sign we think, is that SNK's very own Robert Swick. He's finally racing in something besides 501s. That's pretty funny. So I don't know if he ever went to Haro. That's really a good question. That's kind of cool. It has been announced that Shelby James, and Chicken George Seaver, heaviest threats, is the third member of the Murray Jolly Rancher team. Now, I don't remember Chicken George Seavers going to Murray, but I definitely remember Shelby James doing it. A very good move on Murray's part. Who will the fourth member be? Anyone out there want to wear the green, yellow, and blue? Contact Buddy Birdwell. All right, what else? What does it say here about RL? RL had to quit Redline. Greg Hill was off Redline. Whether Todd Anderson and Billy Griggs were still on is questionable. Oh, wow. What does it say here about Greg? The USBA Grands was Greg's last race for Redline. Will we see him next issue? Robinson mounted. Absolutely. He did go to Robinson. A day before D-Line, Greg Hill called to say he talked with GT about riding for their third company. See the GT Pro Series test in this issue for more details. Be prepared to be shocked. So we know he ended up going to Robinson, which was actually a really good move for Greg. RL, meanwhile, wasn't off Redline for a week before hitting up Schwinn with a radical proposal and getting 5 other offers, the best one being from General. Oh, yeah, so he did go to General. Fred Blood, Pete Kearney, Craig Grosso, and Brian Belcher, all General riders. So that's really cool. Sometimes it's good to read some of this stuff because I forget a lot of things. And for me to read this stuff makes it just makes me more rounded as a YouTuber reviewing BMX, vintage BMX magazines and videos because it helps me to recall things. We got the free coaster. No idea how that worked. And then, oh, here we go. The Mongoose Pro Class. Look at this shot. That is awesome. We got the Mongoose sitting in the smoke. How do you like that action? I like it. And check out this shot here. I remember this picture. Eric Roop, practice track. Nothing has 6 whoops on the far straightaway that you jump 2 at a time, or should we say try to jump. Eric has them dialed. Travis Tripperis can clear them too, as long as Mad Dog wasn't in front of him. You can see Chris is about to bail right here. It's funny when you read this because you say, if you go back to the first line here, it says nothing has these 6 whoops on the far straightaway, and that's basically how racetracks are today. That's basically what we would consider a rhythm section. So that's really cool. Another great shot here of Eric on his personal race bike, and then we got Travis Chiprez, another shot of Eric Roop, and then of course Sam Ariano here. Eric Roop, soon to be a daddy of 2, easily one of the top 2 cruiser racers in the pro ranks, and a longtime Mongoose devotee. Great shot of Eric. Love it. Love those Oakley shades. That's awesome. Here's a great shot here, a black and white rendering, and it looks like Mad Dog. Now look at the height coming off of this jump right here. So I don't know how high he is, but this Murray rider's got to be at least 6 feet tall, and he's over his head. So that gives you an idea of how high he was rolling. It says nothing has a good old-fashioned long-distance jump. Nothing like good old-fashioned long-distance jumping contest. TC along for the heck of it, and Sam tied. They got to where Mongoose's team manager Dave Custodero is standing. Travis made it to where Greg Scott, wearing the classic MFF jersey, is standing. Eric, who has the Chinese downhill wired, flew all the way to where his brother is. But Moeller, well, wow. Chris Moeller just blasted everybody because look where he landed. This is where I think Eric landed. That shows you how much he was boosting. Great shots. Look at this one-hander behind the back here. One-hander here. These are really, really great shots. And then here's your specs for the Mongoose California. Minus the laid-back seat posts, I think the bike's pretty cool. The forks look kind of weird as they kind of rake out. A little bit chopperish for me, but it looks really, really cool. And that stem is trick. That's awesome. All right, let's keep going. We got California Hot Skateboards, First Class BMX. And here we go, Thorland. This is going to be awesome. Local legend and rad jumper to boot, Bob Madrano sweeps a Madrano, a.k.a. a Leary, over the chasm. And check it out. Bob is clicked out, and he's on a Boss with Skyway Tough wheels. That looks awesome. He's got CW handlebars on there too. That's a great, great shot. Let's see who else was in here. Oh, look at this one here. The Land produces a lot of rad jumpers. This guy's name at the top of the list, A-Pro Factory Boss rider Dennis Balch. He's blasting right here. That's a great shot. Great shot. We got Dolph Franklin letting you know how scary those doubles are. That's a beautiful shot too. Man, this is awesome. One of the guys responsible for Thor is this guy, 27-year-old thrasher John Jositis. I hope I said that right, and I apologize, John, if I got it wrong. Also known as JJ. Let's just go with that. If you don't like the way he jumps or the jumps are built at Thor, talk to this guy. He hand-built most of them. That's awesome. One of the infamous Team Gel members, Dangerous. Nobody really knows what his real name is. That's awesome. Oh, wow. There's more shots. Brian Bott, the Botman, or the Batman, gets hell of inverted while shocked Thor locals gasp in amazement for the record. Batman is riding a Redline PL24 Cruiser, and he's getting a flatty on it. That is great, great shot. Look at this sequence right here. Another tabletop. These guys were killing it out there. Bob Madrano doing it there. And where was this, guys? Stages 1 and 2 of jumping. The guy on the outside in the boss jersey is in stage 1 of jumping. He says he's still going for the classic get speed, launch and pray method, clearing the doubles. The guy on the inside reached stage 2. He's confident enough to click some style with a one-footed even, whilst airborne, Greg Romero and Dangerous demonstrating. Wow, that was Greg Romero. He was pretty young then, obviously, but look at that. That is really cool. Man, I'm loving this whole section. Ooh, look at, there's even more. NorCal Shredder Toby Cobb. I remember this guy. And then we have Talk About Tweak, the Spaz of California, Jerry Jones. Check out where his right knee is practically touching the front tire. Whoa! That's amazing. And then here we go. Thor isn't just a bunch of jumps in the middle of a field. They've got killer berms, B jumps, even a starting gate. Every once in a while, the locals get together and hold outlaw races. Sean, Swifty O'Gorman, and Dennis Balch dicing for the lead. Wow, what a great place to train. Man, that is amazing. Where was this, guys? Let's go back for a second. Obviously, it's NorCal, but let's see. Where is this? This is Boss Country. You are now entering Boss Country, land of the wild frontier, local thrashing. As we walked up the steep trail, I knew we were in for it. Anybody crazy enough to build a track way out in the middle of nowhere, Hayward, California. Wow, I didn't even know that was there, and I lived in Union City. Union City, guys, is literally 5 or 10 minutes away from Hayward. So obviously Hayward's a pretty big city, so I don't know where in Hayward this was, but man, I didn't even know this existed. That's amazing. I'm gonna go back and read this whole article when I'm done doing this review. We got Rockville BMX, and here we go. USBA Grand Nationals in Dallas, Texas. At Gork and Windy Adventure, the great race of fast unknowns. Oh wow! Here, let's take a look at this pro section. This is this pro shop. This is Pro Cruiser, obviously. The chorus line. We got Hans Nielsen, Toby Henderson, Stu Thompson, Cody Smart, Greg Hill, Rick Palmer, Eric Roop. And Eric Roop. Heavy duty cruiser action at its finest. That's awesome. Look at this shot. Check out Rick was racing for F&M Cyclery at the time. That was right before he got on Skyway. F&M Cyclery was in Fremont. That wasn't too far where I lived. So that's a really, really great shot. Look at Stu. Looks like he's racing for his own bike shop right there. And then it looks like Greg is still on Redline, but we know he's going to get off of Redline probably right after this race. And it looks like Greg was the defending champ based on that number 1 on his number plate. Let's keep going. Oh, look at this shot. This is freaking awesome. So we got freeze frame seconds before hitting the first jump. Study these styles. Now go to the track. Look how they're getting ready to speed jump. You got to love that. Pete Lonkarovich, Eric Roop, Tommy Brackens. Looks like Stu Thompson tucked in back there. Sean Texas right here. You can see how he's wearing all the gear outfit. He's no longer on CW. But, guys, here's something that's interesting. In that little little article we read, it said that Sean was not satisfied with the CW products. He's writing his CW still. CW bars, CW frame. He's still on CW. He's still writing it. So, so much for not liking the products. There you go, Sean. I just stood up for you. We got Billy Griggs here. Looks like Robbie Roop. That's awesome. Todd Mitchell. And then Todd Slavic. That's a great shot of Todd right there. Look at that one. These are really, really great pictures. It says Greg here on the 20 right here. We got Travis Chipres. Greg was just one of the many to give Travis Chippers a good race. Unfortunately for the rest of AA pros, Travis was unstoppable on a track that he loved. Chalk up Travis' very first AA Pro Bucks win. Make that a double while you're at it. Oh, wow, that was great. Travis had a great weekend that weekend. And this young guy here is JD Finney. Getting busy right there. That's a great shot. All right. Ooh, look at the track. So here's everybody getting ready to go in staging. This looks pretty typical. This looks very typical of any sort of national you would go to. And the track looks pretty cool based on being 1987. You've got the starting hill right here, which is a pretty average size starting hill. Nice little roller right here going into a speed jump, camelback jump into a table, doubles, table, turn, little doubles, up to another step jump, and then the step down, and then you're going to get to these two rollers right here. That's a nice looking track. Let's see what the results were. A Pro, Travis Chiprez won A Pro. Eddie King picked up the second. Gary Ellis with third. Eric Roop with the fourth. Pete Lonkarovich with fifth. Tommy Bracken sixth. Toby Henderson picked up the seventh, and then Hans Nissan picked up the eighth. As far as B Pro was concerned, Mike Moore won that one. Ruby Albrecht and Randy Spangler. Pro Open shows Travis Chiprez, Eddie King, and Gary Ellis. So Travis did double. Pro Cruiser, Eric Roop picked up the win. Hans Nissan, Greg Hill, Mike Moore, Cody Smart, and Stu Thompson. Very, very cool. As far as the older experts are concerned, Kevin Hull picked up the 17 and over expert win. Eric Harder with 16x win. Jason Reed with the 15x win. Brian Parks with the 14x win. So that's pretty awesome. Really, really cool. I love looking at this old stuff, guys. This magazine is really good. Free BMX catalog through PSS BMX Center. And what is this? A Tioga ad? That's a pretty cool looking ad. It looks like it's animated almost. That's really cool. All freestyle garb, but it's still pretty cool. Heaven and Hell. That's a pretty cool one. More Dear Gork. Man, that came all the way over here. We're not going to read all these tonight, so we're just going to keep on rolling. The transmission. So what the heck is the transmission? Let's take a look. So you got 1, 2. So he's going to go around. 3, 4. There's 5. 5, 6, 7. That's it? Okay. That's pretty cool. I can't do it, but it looks really cool. All right, let's keep on rolling. Oh, check it out, a snowboard ad. I think that's one of the first ones I've seen. We got MCS products over here. Of course, all the stickers, and then Frankfurt BMX. We're getting close to the end. Oh, not quite yet, guys. We got the GT Pro Series test. Ooh, I remember this bike being all in white like that. That is really cool. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, what a feeling to ride a bike and no weight, to trash a bike and do any damage. That says a lot for a test bike. Oh, it didn't do any damage. That says a lot for a test bike. GT has every right to be proud of this puppy. So they really trashed it and it did not break. All right, let's take a look. Oh, that's a great shot of Gary. Look at that. Those eyebrows. They're either Groucho Marx or Gary Ellis, but Groucho has never been known to get a tabletop like that. That must be really, really cool. Ooh, look at that shot. Who's that? I can't read it. Oh, it's Tommy Bracken's. Okay. It's so dark, guys. I was having trouble reading it. That's a great shot of Tommy right there. Oh, look at Tommy with the Gary Turner Dragster. The Human Dragster. I always like that nickname for Tommy Bracken's. It's like so unique. I mean, who else is the Human Dragster? Nobody. That's cool. I got to meet him one time. I thought it was really awesome. Here's another great shot of Gary boosting right here. And here's the cranks that we were talking about earlier. And then what was here's the bike. Now this bike complete with the 3-piece cranks was $389. That is a really, really good deal. I have to say, because that is a well put together bike for $389. You get all this race bike for less than $500. Yeah, that was a steal. That was definitely a steal. We got some hot prods here. Look at the Elf C-post. Relax and zip back. That's really unique. I don't remember that. We got Rambo pedals. I guess you could use these are replacement cages for your pedals. God, those things look painful. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, of course, we got the BMX Action subscribe portion. Elf ad, Rockville BMX. And here's the magazine that I wish I had my hands on. It's the 10th anniversary special edition magazine. I sold it like a dummy, but I wish I still had it. That would have been a great magazine to review. Hopefully one of these days I can get my hands on one. And here's Big Rick Palmer. That's a great shot. Now I remember Rick being at our local track at Sonol BMX, and he was off of Diamondback at the time, so he was privateering with some support from F&M Cyclery. And the reason I remember this is because he went with all this lime green colors, and he painted his Diamondback green and blue, which I thought was really cool. I thought it looked really cool when I saw him at the track. I go, wow, that looks pretty sick. The day glow colors Looked really, really cool. And guys, we did it. That was fast tonight, 28 minutes. So we knocked that out. The comp ad in the back, that is BMX Action, February 1987. This was a great, great magazine. I hope I didn't go too fast. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. We've got a race video coming up here in about a week. Sorry I've been behind, but we had some issues with a rental house that I'm taking care of for my family, and yeah, that house was pretty much destroyed. So the last couple of weeks, me and my sister have been really involved with cleaning and fixing the house. So it's been taking a lot of my energy and time. But anyway, we'll get back on track this weekend. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.